welcome. How is everyone doing? This is your happy hoodsteader in the hood, on the hoodstead, the hoodstead. I hope you all are doing what it is that you need to do to keep up with your hood/homesteads. I am. I was away. I got sick. The family got sick. And guess what? It led me into natural herbs and remedies, because at the end of the day, I had to figure it out. I did that and was extremely successful in healing. Let me let you know, we all are fine. I was sick for only 4 days. 4 days. I went back and I researched some of the things that I've learned with my girl Maree in Texas, who do DoTerra. That's a essential oil company, and you know, I don't have much education or experience around essential oil other than the basics. But I went and I pulled that bag out that she gave me, and she gave me tons of oils, okay? This ain't something that they just give out to people, right? She really hooked the sister up with tons of essential oils. No samples, actual oils. And I attended a few of her meetings. I know some of you all in the comments when I talked about that last time was like, well, no, they're trying to get you to sign up for this marketing and selling oils. And no, girlfriend did not do that. And right now today, she still is not doing that. That wasn't what me and her coming across each other was about. And I'm sure she don't need to sell me anything or me to sell anything for her. Some people just good, kind-hearted, and like you and care enough about you that when they get information, they want to pass it down. And I am so appreciative that I came across her path at the Homesteaders Conference, because that's exactly what she did. And she's my friend. Her and her husband, Derek, is my friend for life. Haven't asked me one thing to do one favor. Don't send me emails, no marketing or anything, right? And so that's why I want to share this with you, that somebody come to you and they ain't selling something that they sell and they want you to have it, then to me, they definitely believe in the power of essential oils. And I know many of you do, especially you all that live in the rural areas who, you know, understand things like that. I live in an urban area. I live in a low income area that they consider the hood, where crime rate is high. And, you know, some things we don't have information about. Although we have parents and grandparents who come from the South, but you know, some of these generations, we don't listen to all that. We want convenience. Well, baby, I went back to the land, and we're going to go on this journey together. I know I've been away for a while, but there's been so much going on, y'all. But nevertheless, I am alive. I'm here and I'm back. And I'm ready to continue on my hoodsteading journey. Never stop. Even though the camera wasn't on, I've been doing things that I need to do to get what it is that I need to have for me and my family, and hopefully to share with someone. So today, I'm going to be dehydrating ginger. This is a powerful medicinal herb that is used in prevention and healing. And so, like I say, I'm still learning. I don't know much about any of these things, but I was invited to a lot of the meetings that my girlfriend Maree have turned me on to, and that is about using essential herbs and things such as ginger and all that to heal. It's the power of healing using essential oils. So I'm going to start an apothecary. I have already started it, and I've included those oils in there that she has given me. And I also threw the little booklet in there that she's given me, and I'm just making it my business to study via guides, via books, and via YouTube. And also, I could just contact her and simply ask her a question. And along with all those other people who were on those meetings, Zoom meetings that she hosted, that they shared all of their recipes and remedies with me with, and everybody else who was on the meeting. So stay tuned as me and my son prepare to dehydrate and preserve ginger in order to prepare for us to be healthy in the long run, to be in a position to have a good immunity to fight off anything that may come our way. So hope you enjoy the video. Stay tuned. Okay, y'all, it's crunch time. And what I'm going to do right now to add to my apothecary and to some of the remedies that I will be making and have on hand to use for medicinal and preventive purposes, we are in here slicing garlic. So we're going to make some garlic chips and some garlic powder. So this is a family thing, y'all. My son is doing the slicing of the garlic, and I'm going to bring you back after we put it on the dehydrator, and we're going to use this garlic in multiple ways. We're going to get some more garlic, and we're just going to constantly add that because, you know, garlic has great medicinal properties, and it does so many different things, and I will be able to share with you some of the things that, you know, you can use garlic for. So stay with us while we work it out. Okay, y'all, so we got these trays all situated with this ginger. I keep calling it garlic. I don't know why. I'm sorry, y'all, if I said that earlier. But we have this all lined up with the ginger ready to be dried. And so we have this last tray that we're putting on here. And so what we're going to do is we have a few pieces left. Even though I'm using this little thing here to cut up the ginger, I got cut, y'all, and I can't fool with it. So we're going to take these pieces here, these little shavings, and we're going to go ahead and put this in the chopper. And I'm going to put a piece of paper here, and we're going to just rough chop these and put them here so they can dry. Because I can use this to make the ginger powder from it. So stay tuned. Okay, now that I have all of the ginger laid out, ready to be dried, I took a piece of parchment paper, and I'm going to put some holes in this parchment paper. And I took this parchment paper and kind of cut it to shape this ginger so that when we rough chop this here, we can go ahead on and spread it out on this paper. So my son is getting ready to get us a rough chop right now. All right, let's get it. So I asked him not to put his hand on the button and hold it because I got to see, because he looked like he want to be out of control with this thing. So go ahead, give it some more. Hold it. Hold it down. One more. All right, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead on. I put the holes in my paper, my parchment paper, so that the heat can distribute through this paper. I put it on the top so that it won't interrupt any other process since the for the heat to go down. No, you know what? I'm going to put this tray on the bottom so that it won't interrupt any process, because the actual heat from this type of dehydrator comes from the top. So I'm going to switch this out and put this at the bottom so there definitely won't be any interruption in drying this ginger. So give me a moment. Let me switch this around, and we'll come back and let you see us get started with this dehydrate. And so we're going to take this ginger from the beginning to the end, all the way to making sure that it doesn't have any moisture in it, in the jar when we put it in there, and to show you how we're going to do our powder. So give us a minute. Stay tuned. So now that I have my garlic crumbles, I'm sorry, I keep calling it garlic. It's ginger. My ginger slices all ready to go. And on the bottom tray, I also have my crumbles ready to go. And I'm going to spread this on this parchment paper on the bottom tray so that these can dry and go in the grinder for powder. Yeah, baby. So, you know, if you got some of these things and you want, you know, some things to do with it, and you want to understand how to preserve some of this stuff and save it for usage, do different things with it. Dry it, powder it, make a powder. So that way you'll have this to be able to use when you need it. Also add it to some of your dishes that you may be preserving or whatever the case have you. So this is what I'm going to be doing today, along with some canning. I'm preserving prices. I'm preserving produce. And I'm preserving things that are just flying off the store shelves. So we don't have any produce in our local grocery store right now. Like none. Okay? Like literally. Okay? And so when I get my hands on things, I have to find out how can I, fix it up so that I can have it to use a little later. So this is one of the things that I am doing in order to make sure that we can have something, especially medicinal things that's going to be beneficial to our body and our health. So things like garlic and turmeric, you'll see me do turmeric, all kinds of stuff, so that I can have here on hand. Because, hearing some of the stories about people not being able to make it into the doctor's offices, hearing my doctors sent me an email, they closed. They said that too many people are out, they don't have the staff, and they was canceling appointments. Then I heard on the news that the emergency rooms is all booked up and they can't get the people. So I don't want to be sick and then go somewhere and got to be on the side on a gurney in the hallway because, staff shortage and people can't wait on me. So this is some of the things that we must do in order to prevent by preserving. Prevent by preserving things that will sustain your health the best that you can. And it's best to get started now putting these things in your body, because when it comes to natural preservatives and natural remedies and natural herbs, those things actually heal. But it takes time to heal. No healing happens overnight. All the rest of the... I'm back. So, this is the dried ginger. We just took it and dried it. As you can see in the earlier video, we did crumbles and stuff like that. So, this is how it looks, y'all. Look at that. This is the ginger crumbles. See, some of it fell through. Remember, I put the parchment paper on here and put the holes in it because I knew that some pieces of it would fall through. Not too bad, not too bad. But these are the crumbles. So, you want to make sure that whenever you're drying anything that is dry. Of course, you all know that. Y'all know I'm a student. I'm in the learning stage. But I do have sense enough to know that you definitely want this dry all the way, so that when you do put it like in your jars or wherever you're going to store it, that you don't have to worry about anything growing on it or whatever the case is to get you sick. So listen to this. I wonder if they can hear that. Can y'all hear that? Get closer. Let me see. So dry, it's just pop. Hear that? Yeah, baby. Look. Y'all hear that? So I want to eventually make a full jar of crumbles, and I want to make a jar of these slices, and I also want to make a ginger powder. So I will be doing this probably for the next week or so. I have more ginger that I'm gonna dehydrate and just make different things with. You can use this in teas, you can use this in soups and other recipes. It's this dish that I like. Let me see, what's the name of that dish? I think it's a Philippine adobo chicken. Oh my goodness, I remember when this girl that I had met, her mother had fixed some, I think it was called adobo. If it's not, somebody help me out. Philippine. It's a dish, it's chicken, it had ginger in it. Oh my goodness, you talking about some kind of good. Well, anyway, if I don't have the name right, somebody correct me on that, but it had ginger in it, and it was absolutely delicious, you guys. So I know that when they talk about putting this in the jar, and I forgot the term they use, you want to be able to turn this jar, and you want everything to especially if you're powdering it, to be able to move and nothing be stuck on the jar. Well, you don't want condensation to build up in the jar either, right? So I don't know, but I've heard people, put their stuff in here and, to see if any condensation build up or whatever the case is. But what I feel like this is still warm, right? And I feel like if you put this in the jar while it's warm, you could get condensation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this cool completely off. And then I'm going to come back, right? And I'm going to put this in the jar and then see how it does when it's in the jar. If any type of little, condensation that look like sweat or something like that build up in here. And then I'm going to powder some and I'm going to put it in the jar. And we're going to see if, there's some type of condensation that might build up in the jar. But I believe if people let it cool down, I'm not sure if some of them put it in the jar while it's hot or still have some heat in it. But I'm going to let mine cool down. Because I know when you got heat and then the outside might be at a different temperature, more cooler, that can create condensation. So we're going to see. So just stay with me and I'll be right back. And I'm going to get these off the trays into the jar. Okay, B. Now, I have put the crumbles in the jar. I didn't get very many out of here. But I just wanted to try something. I like my stuff different ways. And I think this is cool. Ginger crumbles. And I got to figure out how I'm going to utilize these crumbles. I just like them. So that's already jarred up. And then I have the actual chips, the ginger chips that I dehydrated in a jar. I got a pretty full jar out of that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my ginger powder. I already loaded this grinder up with ginger. And so I'm going to put it in. We're going to see how this going to come out, baby. Okay? So stay tuned. Hold on. We transfer this phone. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let me see. Maybe I should do these first. Make sure they take. Okay. Here we go, y'all. Let's see. Keep y'all fingers crossed for me. Right here on this machine. We're going to press down. Come on now, machine. Ooh, stop. It's squirted all out. Let me see what's going on in here. Oh, it's getting there, y'all. Ooh, it's strong. Oh, my goodness. Y'all, this is strong. Oh, my goodness. Okay, let's see what we got. Ooh, seems like it's jumping all out. Ooh, stop. And you know what? Let me tell y'all something. See how it look a little matted? That's another thing. So I'm going to leave it out to dry, right? Before I put it in a jar. But oh, it is nice fine powder, y'all. Look at that. Can y'all see that? Ooh, woo. The smoke from this powder is vicious, baby. Okay, let me see. I got garlic in that bowl. Let me see. I'm going to put some of this on this mason jar top so y'all can see it until I can get my Can y'all see that? Look at that. Look. Nice fine ginger powder. I'm telling you, you better make sure that when you do this, honey, if you think you're going to be coughing and carrying on, yeah, put a mask on because this is strong. When I took the top off of this, woo-wee. But it smells some kind of good. So stay tuned. I'm going to pour this in a bowl and I'm going to come back and we're going to finish this little bit of ginger up here. Okay, so let's get this last little bit out the way, y'all. This all I got. But I got plenty over there on the table that I'm going to be powdering up. So these jars will be full and they will be a part of the Apothecary. And sometimes you might hear me say Apothecary. I am backwards with words sometimes, so forgive me in advance. But nevertheless, here we go. This is awesome. I love it. This smells so good. I feel like I'm healing now from something I don't know nothing about. Hello? Yeah, baby. Here goes. Let it stop. Come on now. I don't want that powder to come out at me like it did last time. It jumped out at me, y'all. Let me see. A little bit. Yes, indeed. Y'all see that? I think that's it. Those clumps are just from it being spent around. Yes, indeed. Well, folk, here we go. All I can say is we did it. We did it. We got ginger powder. We got ginger crumbles. Ginger powder. Ginger crumbles. And ginger slices. So, you saw how I did it? Get you some ginger. Slice it up. That thing's strong. Break it down. Make you some crumbles by rough chopping it in the chopper. Put it on your dehydrator. Lay your slices out. When you're done, take some of your slices. Put it in this grinder. And there you have ginger in 3 types of ways that you can use to drop in soups. You can use to make ginger tea or what have you. Next, I want you all to stay tuned while I make this right here. Another thing to go in my medicinal medicine cabinet to fight off any type of sicknesses, to help you get better when you're suffering from some type of illness, or something to just help you keep up your immune system and use as a preventive medicine. So this is what's happening next and what is being added into my medicine cabinet, y'all. And before I leave this video, if you all can guess what the next thing that I'm going to add into my medicinal cabinet, please type it in the comment box. I know a lot of you know what this is and where it originates from. Glad Star. Yeah. So if you know exactly what this is, what I'm going to be brewing up next, type it in the comment box. And before we go, I'm going to take you on a tour of my in-progress apothecary. Hey guys, this is my apothecary, and I hope you enjoy what I've done so far. This is what it is looking like.